Thought is a force, even as electricity or gravitation. The human mind is a spark of the almighty consciousness of God. I could show you that whatever your powerful mind believes very intensely would instantly come to pass. Most people believe reality is solid, fixed, something that happens to them while they watch from the sidelines. They are wrong. Reality is not a wall you hit when you push. It is a current you direct when you know where the switch lives. And the switch has always been inside you. Lahiri Mahasaya knew this with the certainty of a man who had tested it in fire. He did not theorize in comfortable rooms. He demonstrated. He commanded the elements because he remembered what most have forgotten. That human awareness is not a passive receiver of experience. It is the primary force that generates experience. You are not here to endure circumstance. You are not here to survive the weather of events. You are here to generate it. You have felt it. The sense that life is moving around you, not through you. Decisions made elsewhere. Conditions you did not authorize arriving at your door. You have tried to push back. You have tried to plan, to predict, to brace for impact. You have studied the patterns of the world with the devotion of a scholar, hoping that knowledge would grant you immunity. You have adjusted your behavior, changed your tone, shrunk your presence to fit the room. You have waited for permission that never came, and still the current moved against your will. That frustration is not weakness. It is not failure. It is memory. Something in you remembers a different relationship with the world. A time when intention and result were not separate rooms with a locked door between them. You have been trying to control what appears outside while ignoring what operates inside. That ends now. Here is what no one tells you about the ones who refuse to accept helplessness. It takes a specific kind of person to keep reaching for command when every evidence says surrender. Not delusion, not ego, not the noise of an awareness that cannot accept limits. A direct recognition that the surface rules are not the only rules. Your desire for control is not a flaw. It is not arrogance. It is a compass. It points to a truth your body already knows. You were never designed to be a victim of the cosmic vision. You were never meant to be a passenger inside a dream you did not choose. You were designed to be its dreamer. And this is exactly what Lahiri Mahasaya was pointing at when he spoke to Sri Yukteswar in the hermitage. There is something he said about this that changes everything. But before we get there, you need to see what you have been missing. Lahiri Mahasaya looked at Sri Yukteswar and spoke with the weight of someone who had tested every word against the fire of direct experience. Thought is a force, even as electricity or gravitation. He did not say this as comfort. He said it as law. The human mind is a spark of the almighty consciousness of God, not a reflection in a distant mirror. A spark, a living fragment of the same fire that kindles stars and spins galaxies into being. And because it is that, it carries the same authority. Whatever your powerful mind believes very intensely would instantly come to pass. Instantly. Not eventually, not symbolically, not as a reward for years of struggle. Instantly. But he did not stop here. He went deeper. And what he found is what separates intellectual understanding from actual command. You have been taught that the world is dense, that matter is final, that your thoughts are whispering prayers into a hurricane that does not listen. This is the lie that keeps you powerless. This is the assumption that must die before you can live. Sri Yukteswar made it unmistakable. All creation is governed by law, the ones which manifest in the outer universe, discoverable by scientists, are called natural laws. But there are subtler laws ruling the realms of consciousness which can be known only through the inner science of yoga. The hidden spiritual planes also have their natural and lawful principles of operation. It is not the physical scientist but the fully self-realized master who comprehends the true nature of matter. The laws that govern electrons are real. But they are not the only laws. They are the surface grammar of a deeper language. Beneath them run currents of consciousness that respond to command the way iron responds to a magnet, the way a seed responds to water, the way night responds to the turning of the earth. What we have covered is the surface. The teaching has a floor most people never reach. That floor is next. Yogananda witnessed it directly. He saw what happens when a man stops believing in the boundary between thought and thing. My guru, awakened God, knew this world to be nothing but an objectivized dream of the Creator. Because he was completely aware of his unity with the divine dreamer, Lahiri Mahasaya could materialize or dematerialize, or make any change he wished in the cosmic vision. He did not petition a distant deity. He did not pray for favor from a throne above the clouds. He knew the dream because he knew the dreamer. And in that knowing, the boundary between intention and manifestation dissolved like salt in water. Yogananda saw the truth with his own eyes. The cosmos is not a mechanism of dead matter. It is a thought in the mind of the Creator. And thoughts can be directed. Thoughts can be commanded. Thoughts are the clay from which the visible world is molded. For this purpose were man and creation made, that he should rise up as master of Maya, knowing his dominion over the cosmos. This is not a destiny reserved for saints in distant centuries. This is the original design. Kriya Yoga is the instrument that reawakens this memory. It is the technique that turns the consciousness inward until it touches the causal body, the matrix of the 35 ideas required by God as the basic thought forces. From that plane, the yogi does not ask. He directs. He does not hope. He commands. Because he knows that the same consciousness which dreams the world into being also dreams his individual experience. And that consciousness is not separate from his own. And this is where it gets interesting, because what most people do with this information is the exact opposite of what works. They try to force the outer world. They push against symptoms. They manipulate circumstance with their hands while their consciousness remains a slave. They are trying to move the shadow instead of the object that casts it. Your world is not solid. It is a projection of consciousness held in place by the adhesive force of your own unexamined assumptions. When you change the assumption, the projection shifts. When you change the source, the image follows. This is not philosophy. This is the operating system. This is why everything you have tried made it worse. You were trying to change the effect while worshiping the cause. A common stone locks within itself the secret of stupendous atomic energy. Even so, a mortal is yet a powerhouse of divinity. You have seen a stone lying in a field and felt nothing. Yet that stone contains forces that could level cities if released. You have looked at yourself and felt the same nothing. The same heaviness, the same apparent lifelessness. But you are not solid. You are energy compressed into appearance. You are force wearing a costume of flesh. The light inside you is not a poetic phrase invented to make you feel better. It is the same current that composes suns. It is waiting for the right conditions, and the only condition is recognition. You already know this. You have felt it in moments when a single thought shifted everything. When a decision landed, and the world rearranged around it as if it had been waiting for orders. That was not luck. That was law operating openly while you looked away. You are the light. You are the force. You are the spark of the almighty consciousness of God. What you believe intensely becomes law. Not tomorrow. Not after you practice for a decade. Not when you have earned it. Now. The cosmos does not debate your command. It reflects it. What you authorize inwardly becomes circumstance outwardly. This is not theory. This is protocol. You have always had this. You were never without it. You only forgot where the switch was. It is not out there. It is not in the next book. It is not in the next technique. It is here. Inside you. Active now. Waiting for your word. What the ancients encoded in symbol and secrecy, you now carry in clarity, not because you were taught, because you recognized. And recognition is the only true initiation. The world will tell you that command is earned, accumulated, deserved. They are wrong. Command is remembered. And what you remembered today was never lost. Only buried under noise. You are not who started this video. You are the one who directs the current. You are the one who was never separate from the dreamer. Show them what you remembered.